Hi gang, this is Matt from Triathlon Coaching. You might, if you just started back on your program, your coach may have set you a baseline swim assessment or a critical swim speed test. And this involves doing a 400 and a 200 meter swim, a time trial, so it's like your best effort. And the relationship between those two determines what we call your critical swim speed, your CSS pace, or if you like, your threshold. So if we ask you to do a 1500 meter straight swim at your best effort, this is an assessment that is less taxing than that, but also gives us a very good indication of what that pace would be that you could hold. So please try to do it in the pool that you would always swim in. It's important for that because it will, if you swim in a 25 meter most of the time, but you do the test in a 33 or a 50 meter, it will have an impact on the assessment. So try and do it in the pool that you normally swim in. Make sure the pool is relatively quiet when you're doing this assessment, because you don't want people getting in the way. You don't want to be drafting off quicker people and end up with a different CSS to what you're capable of. But try and get accurate measurements and send them in to your coach. What we will then do is try and set you your program so that you are guided to swim at or around your CSS pace. So you might see it says 400 meters at CSS plus 2 seconds per 100, for example. That means every length is going to be half a second slower than your threshold pace. So it can sound a little bit confusing to start with, but you'll soon get used to it and the different paces. We'll also have another clip telling you how to use the tempo trainer. If you haven't already got one, you might want to get one. It's a Finnish tempo trainer. They're about £30–35, but it's like your Garmin will be if you're going out on the run or on the bike. It's a really essential bit of kit to help you work with. Saying that, it does also have its downsides. So it's the off season at the moment, so you don't want to be ruled by CSS at this point, so there'll be more emphasis on technique. If you've just done a long bike, for example, the day before and you've got tired legs, or a run, for example, you might get in the pool one day and think, Christ, I can't keep up with my CSS pace. Don't worry, just take it out and swim on feel. But in the months ahead, it will be a really useful asset for you to have. You place it under your swim cap or attach it to your goggles, and it will help guide you through your swim and make sure you're not doing too many fast efforts above threshold. It will keep you working at the right pace to improve your threshold and your swim speed. So if you have any questions, come back to your coaches. But if you do get that baseline assessment on your program, please do it at your first opportunity, because it's something we can come back to and see how much progress you've made in the weeks and months ahead.